the Morrisville Chamber of Commerce and Sigma Xi Zeta are hosting tonight's candidate forum, and Mr. Fred Shropshire for moderating. I think I know just about everybody in the room. In case I don't, my name is Liz Johnson. I currently serve as the Town of Morrisville Council Member for District 3. And I'll just briefly tell you a little bit about myself. I have an undergraduate degree in mathematics and elementary education. My first job out of college was as an elementary school teacher. Did that for a year, and then I took a position with IBM. And while with IBM, I held both IT and marketing positions. I've been married for 26 years to probably the most patient and understanding man there is. And as an elected official, you need a spouse who is patient and understanding. So we also have two girls. Our two girls were raised here in Morrisville. They were educated in Wake County schools, and they currently attend college in the UNC school system. It was 15 years ago this month that my husband and I actually put an offer on the house that we own here in Morrisville, and it was the best decision, or one of the best decisions we've ever made. It's been my honor and my privilege to serve the citizens of Morrisville as your District 3 Council member. As I promised from day one, I have been a strong advocate for you, focusing on fiscal responsibility, economic development, solving our transportation challenges, planning for sustainable growth, and strengthening our citizens' involvement and participation in your government. I always strive to keep an open mind, listen to the views of all our citizens, evaluate the facts, and arrive at well-thought-out decisions. I take my responsibilities seriously as I understand the long-term implications of those decisions. During my time on council, I have consistently voted to maintain or lower Morrisville's tax rate for 12 years in a row. I've fought to preserve our emergency fund balance while keeping our debt low, and I have seen the increase in our town bond rating twice to its current AA+ rating. I've advocated for the establishment of the Morrisville Greenway. I've supported the efforts for national accreditation of our fire and police departments. I've advanced road improvements, including the intersection at 54 and Morrisville Carpenter Road. I've also seen the adoption of our Morrisville Transportation Plan, which is our blueprint to reduce traffic congestion and improve our transportation network. Together, we are planning for Morrisville's future and improving policy to enhance the quality of life for all of us. I will continue to seek and be responsive to your input. I want to continue serving you, the citizens of Morrisville, and I always urge you to contact me and share your thoughts and views. You can contact me through my website, lizjohnson.com. Together, we have and will continue to make Morrisville a great place to live, work, and raise a family. Thank you.
I'm Gary Martin. I want to thank you all for being here. One of the main reasons I decided to run for this council seat is to get more citizen involvement. And as I look at this room tonight, it tells me that the citizens really want to be involved. And I admire you guys for being here. It's hard enough for us to be here as candidates, but it really makes my day to see you guys sitting in the office. Now, a little bit about me. I moved to Morrisville in 1998, and I think it's one of the best moves I've ever made in my life. I grew up in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and everybody says, why do you want to leave? Well, if you live there, you would understand. It's just not what everybody thinks it is. When you go for a week, everything is great. But being able to say that you live in Morrisville, work in Morrisville, it's just something that I can't describe. We've got some of the most brilliant minds in the world in the RTP, and we've got vast knowledge of experience that we can pull from. As I've done this door knocking, as I call it, I've met a lot of people that say, hey, if you need any help once you're elected, feel free to give me a call. You know, I'll do it free of charge. And things like that really mean a lot to me. We've got that type of individual living right in our back door. And I think that we need to start pulling from that. Now, a little bit more about me. Everybody, this is kind of hard to do to say you're bragging on yourself, you know what I'm saying? But I'm married to a lovely wife. I've got two children, one living in Lancaster, South Carolina, who is 32. I have grandchildren. The grandchild is 5 years old. I've got a daughter that I love dearly. She's the one that basically got me involved in this. When she was coming out of high school, you know, junior in college, got to do a lot of volunteer work. Well, guess who she pulled? She pulled Dad. But she and I are really close anyway. So we started volunteering together. And once I got involved in Morrisville, I'm past president of the CERT team, which is the Community Emergency Response Team. I was president for 3 years. Loved doing it, loved training people here in Morrisville. I would go back and do it again and again. Now I'm on the Community Appearance Committee, and it is a lot of fun because we want to make sure that Morrisville continues to be one of the prettiest places that can be. So I'm just asking for your vote. So thank you guys.
Call.
Good evening. I'm TJ Cawley. I've been working for the community of Morrisville since I moved here 5 years ago. I'm 46, happily married to my college sweetheart Kathy. We have 3 wonderful kids. I received my degree from business school at the University of Virginia and have over 15 years working in large corporate and small business settings. 8 years ago, before our second child was born, I was lucky enough to become a full-time stay-at-home dad while my wife continued her career. That's important because it allows me the time and flexibility to pursue my natural inclination towards leadership and civic involvement. I'm going to tell you what I have done, the actions I plan to take if elected, and what you really need to know to assess me as the best candidate for this position. Here are just some of the things that I've done in these 5 years. I've done a lot, so here goes. I was appointed and currently serve on the Public Safety Advisory Committee. I attend all town council meetings and speak on behalf of both residents and small businesses. I campaign for increased safety and quality of life in my neighborhood, resulting in the installation of speed tables throughout Preston Grand. I'm about to graduate from the course recommended by the town for its elected officials. I've established 25 neighborhood email lists. Did you know there are 37 distinct neighborhoods in Morrisville? I coach 2 youth soccer teams. I co-lead a running club at my children's school. I'm an active member of the PTA as a room parent, and I volunteer there a number of days each week. That is just some of the actions I've taken. Now, here's what I'm going to do when I'm in office. Right now, the real limiting factor in attracting jobs in the area is a lack of mass transit system. This is compromising our quality of life as commuter traffic clogs our roadways. I will meet and lobby with regional and state officials to address this issue and thereby attract both small businesses and large corporations to bring more jobs to Morrisville. Next, I will work to maximize the responsible utilization of our tax dollars. I will work with my fellow council members to look at each of our departments and seek out further efficiencies and revenue generation opportunities. My corporate finance background gives me a solid foundation to help craft a sustainable long-term budget. I've told you what I have done, now what I plan to do. Now, what you really need to know about me to assess me as your candidate is that I do more than talk. I take action. The actions I have previously mentioned to help my community clearly demonstrate my desire and willingness to contribute to improving our quality of life right now, today. I'm not waiting for November 9th to help our town. I've been doing it since I moved here 5 years ago, and I will continue to do so. Time. I have the time to devote to this. I will remind you that I am available to make this my full-time job. My fellow candidates are likely balancing this with other forms of employment. Experience. I have experience in both corporate and civic settings, able to bring the efficiency of the private sector to the public domain. Diplomacy. I am able to craft win-win solutions to challenging problems. I am known as a pretty reasonable and practical guy, and I can debate an issue without alienating those who disagree. In sum, I am ready, willing, able, and very passionate about taking this role. You have a clear choice about what you would like to add to this town council. You can choose to add politics, or you can choose to add value. Thank you.